Dutch sense is talking about this crater right here, Pascal, and the venting coming from this area and blowing out this way. Okay, a lot of the plume chasers are coming to Amboy Crater and posting stuff on YouTube about the Amboy Crater. This is not where the venting apparently happened. It happened here in the Boolean Mountains, just south of Pascal Crater, and lava flow you can see from Highway 40 between Barstow and Needle. Highway 40 going towards Ludlow out of Barstow way over to the west. There's a little bend in the road. You can actually get off and be around some of the lava area, and there's a mine here, and there's a base that you can't cross into. And then it has associated neighboring flows. I'm going to zoom out, and you see that. And you see some older flows. About volcanic plumes throughout California, Nevada, and some in Oregon in late July, early August. This is kind of what the area looks like from the air. So there you go. A 7 mag plus Hector quake happened here. The Landers quake happened down here. This is a very active rifting zone. So it doesn't surprise me we have volcanoes. This here is something worth looking at. It's another basalt intrusion. It's volcanic. It's called Hidden Hills. It's worth looking at. There, that's what it looks like. It's along I-40. And you see these parallel lines. These are the big faults, like the Hector Mine earthquake and the Landers quake and all. These little stars are earthquakes that I've studied. Here's Giant Rock, a big granite rock that stands alone, coming off of this formation. This is Goat Mountain. Very magnetic, cooling magma apparently. A lot of magnetic anomalies in that area. Locals claim it's a volcano. This is Landers. My friends have a home right in here. This is Pipes Canyon Volcano. Okay, this is close to my house. I can walk to it, 20-minute walk. Okay, I'm going to take you down here. Here's some earthquakes we've had just the past couple of weeks around this volcanic system right here, the Pipes Canyon Volcano. Here's Pioneer Town. Right after the Landers quake, Caltech went into Black Rock Canyon Campground and evacuated it because that earthquake bothered this magma in here. Let me show you what the ground looks like in Covington Flats. This is what that baby looks like. We've got a lot of ground distortion, circular formations, a basalt. This is the California Riding Hiking Trail. It goes by it, or what I call Covington Road, actually. But look at these parallel lines and these circles in here. The ground is completely distorted in here. There's a hiking trail that goes down in here, right off of Eureka Peak. Eureka Peak is up in here, so you can hike on down and see it. We've been having plenty of earthquakes in that area, and it's growing and swelling. Lots of deformation. Part of the Mojave Young Volcano System. Here we have Malapi Hill in Joshua Tree National Park. It's a basalt intrusion into the mother rock, the surrounding rock. We have 1.7 billion year old gneiss over here. We have 130 million year old granite Inselbergs here. And so here's the Blue Cut Fault. A lot of these basalt intrusions in the Joshua Tree National Park do form along Blue Cut Fault. So this is Joshua Tree National Park, 29 Palms. I showed you, I pointed out all that. The Covington Volcano. My volcano here, Pipes Canyon Volcano. Loppy Hill Young Volcano. Now I'm going to take you over to the west of Joshua Tree National Park. Because it's like along the Blue Cut Fault, there's lots of basalt intrusions. There's one down here over by Cottonwood Campground. There's tons of that going on in this area. I'm going to take you down into a basalt intrusion in the Mission Creek. You can actually go there. It's a reserve. You come up a dirt road and you come up in here. This is the San Andreas Fault going right through here. Let me show you some basalt. Yet another volcano. And as you walk up this trail in the Mission Creek Reserve, just west of Desert Hot Springs, right off to 62. Just look for signs. This is basalt, iron-rich pumice, lots of lava rock. This is a big oasis of big, huge sycamore trees and wild grapes. And where this road kind of bends like this, right here is the San Andreas Fault. The fault has actually caused this water to well up. You'll find lots of these oases in the desert along the San Andreas Fault. As I pull out, you can see in context, this is the southern eastern end of the Mojave Desert. The stars are the earthquakes. Some of these little pins I put in here are the volcanoes. I haven't really completed my job. We have the Salton Buttes down here. This is a spreading zone down here in Imperial Valley. Salton Buttes volcano is an active volcano as recognized by the U.S. Geological Survey. Has microquake swarms all the time. Up here we have the Coso volcano, which is considered a hazard by the U.S. Geological Survey. And over here we have Amboy, who's considered a risk and listed on the U.S. Geological Survey too. This whole area is volcanic. This volcano I go to all the time. Smells like petroleum. Here's a trip back up north up the Sea of Cortez. Baja California was pulled away from mainland Mexico by a very active rifting zone. The same thing's going to happen to eastern California over a 10 million year period of time. As we come north, now you're beginning to see Pentacante, big volcanic system. Now we're coming into an area of very active volcanism and earthquakes. The Mexicali area is 7.2. Then the Imperial Valley, the Salton Trough, coming right up, all these earthquakes here, right up into the Mojave Young volcano system. And it goes right on up to the Coso volcanic system. That's a volcano recognized by U.S. Geological Survey. Then we get all these volcanoes on the Owens and Death Valley. Then we get into Mono Crater and this big earthquake things are happening near Hawthorne, Nevada right there. And then Tahoe, that's volcanic as hell. There's a magma moving there. Then we're getting into Lassen Volcanic Center, Shasta Volcano, all the Cascadia volcanoes, Crater Lake. And this stuff moves on. I'm kind of moving a little bit west of it now. Gotta adjust. But all these volcanoes are the Cascadia volcano system. These volcanoes are not thrifting volcanoes. These are subduction zone related volcanoes. But then you got this straight right here, and you have Vancouver Island. It goes back into rifting there. And Vancouver Island's like Baja California. You can see it's breaking off. It's breaking off, and because this is a rifting zone.